Hello, we're back for our second segment of Athletes Incorporated. I'm Harold, this is Trey. Happy Mother's Day again. We're going to talk a little bit about the MLB and about the NHL, and we're going to talk about some girls softball, which a lot of people don't know about. Trey, what do you think is going on in that MLB right now? What's interesting?
What's interesting?
Rockies?
Here's what's interesting to me, folks. So, if you watch baseball, then you understand it. But a lot of people actually don't really understand baseball. But everybody actually has a plan. And what the Rockies are doing right now is they're executing a plan. Their plan was to pump $100 million into development into the starting pitching. And what they were going to do is take free agents for closing pitcher, the best closer pitcher they can have. They're going to pay money for it. And what you're seeing right now, folks, is it's actually working. So you're looking at a young pitching staff that's actually figuring it out right now. They're 2 games behind the Diamondbacks, who's monsters in that division, and I think they're actually going to go pretty deep in the pennant going forward.
Yeah.
If you're a baseball fan, then you understand the rules of 60, folks. And what the rule of 60 is you're going to win 60 games, you're going to lose 60 games. But those games in between are the games that the great teams win and the bad teams lose.
Right.
And the Rockies are winning those in-between games. And pitching travels well. They're pitching well. Their bats aren't as good. Arenado, Cargo, Trevor Story, they're not really doing...
Well, what you have to remember, though, Trey, is...
And Charlie Blackmon, too.
Every single person in baseball now that you talk to who's knowledgeable says pitching has never been better than it is now.
Right.
So while we think that those bats aren't really good, the pitching is so superior. Right. It used to be a big deal to pitch in the high 80s, maybe 90. Right. Now everybody pitches over 90. We have people pitching 100 miles an hour, controlling with 100 miles an hour. So the ball's being harder. It's changed where now people like the long ball.
Right.
So we are at this point of the year, we have more strikeouts than they've had in entire seasons. That's how hard these people are swinging, and how much the pitching is so much superior.
Right.
So any team that's going to win is going to have superior pitching. If the bullpen cannot hold up, you're not going to win.
And that's what the Rockies are doing.
And that's why having that great closer, it just cannot be beat. The other thing that's happened in baseball, folks, over the past 2 weeks, we've had the 3,000 club has been joined now. There's only 32 people who have 3,000 hits in their career. What's the young man's name?
Pujols.
Albert Pujols left St. Louis, which I still think was a mistake, but he's a California Angel now. 3,000 hits,
Congratulations. That's a huge milestone.
Yeah. We've had 2 no-hitters.
Yeah.
So, and it's still, we're not at the All-Star.
We're not even, we're maybe almost a quarter. Not even a quarter way yet.
Still, one of the big, besides, the Diamondbacks just playing just steady. The Yankees are really coming back. And when the Yankees play well, folks, whether you're a Yankee fan or not, when the Yankees play well, baseball's popular. Mm-hmm. Because they're such a polarizing. You have people that just love the Yankees, and then the people just hate the Yankees.
And not only that, the baseball fares better when both the Boston Red Sox and the Yankees are. And they're actually tied in the division right now, folks, for first. Yeah. So that's
the Diamondbacks seem to be trying to take that over a little bit, but it's also best when those two are on the East Coast, and when the Dodgers and the Giants play well on the West Coast.
And they're not playing.
Baseball is really popular, but they're not playing well right now. But then we go to the NHL. Right. We're in the finals.
So on the Western side, you've got an expansion team, the Golden Knights. Okay,
from Las Vegas, which is crazy.
Which is crazy, and they're just all starting out. All the players are young, or
picks up,
and you also have the Winnipeg Jets, which I don't know where Winnipeg is, but it's in Canada. Yeah. I don't know where that's at. And then on the Eastern side, you have the Capitals, who Ovechkin's a beast. I even know who Ovechkin is, and the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they've been good for some time.
Right.
So,
and it makes me laugh when I think of Vegas. In Las Vegas, a zillion degrees, and then Tampa Bay, Florida.
Yeah.
So hockey has certainly expanded. But
and the players say they like that though.
yeah,
The players say they like playing in Vegas and Tampa Bay.
Well, everybody likes nice weather
Right.
and to be able to do things. I don't think there would be the outlet to party in Winnipeg that there is, but that might be better for your team.
Right.
And the Washington Capitals, man,
They're good.
Well, but their thing is that they get there.
Right.
They keep getting there, and nothing happens. I still think hockey is most popular, folks, when you have like Toronto,
Right.
Montreal,
Right.
Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah.
That's when hockey is really. Those are the main set. When you have the Chicago Blackhawks playing,
Yeah.
the Detroit Red Wings,
Yeah.
which they just went almost kaput.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
The Avalanche, which really played well this year, that's another group of young players.
And the average age on that team is 21,
Right.
so they're going to be really rolling.
Yeah.
I just thought about something, and it's kind of on the spot, but the Golden Knights are an expansion team, and they're doing great things this year. Their goalie, which is if you guys watch hockey, then you know, but the goalkeeping is the most important
You have to
piece
be able
in
to
hockey.
stop shots.
Guess where their goalie's from?
Right.
Pittsburgh. He played with the Penguins for 7 years.
Wow.
They've got that goalie.
Right.
So,
Well,
that's
now, folks, we're going to getting short on time, so we're going to talk a little bit about girls softball,
Right.
which is I should say women's softball because the softball we're talking about is at the Division I level collegiately. It is. If you haven't seen these ladies play, folks, these are monster athletes, and this is a game that is really, really something to see. Just a quick story before Trey starts talking about what's going on. John Kruk, who played for the Philadelphia Phillies, major leaguer, really good player. He was kind of making fun of it a couple years ago. And so one of the ladies challenged him. He said, "Oh, please, it's softball, it's girls." Wow, John, okay. They went out. He could not hit one ball. I don't mean, folks, that he couldn't hit a home run he could not hit the ball. That is how great the pitching is with women's softball. And tell them a little reasons why, Trey, why it's so different.
The reason, number one, everything's closer, folks. So the mound is closer. The infield and outfield is closer, so you have to have a faster reaction. They go underhand, fast pitch, so it's actually a normal throwing motion. So if you have one monster pitcher, she can pitch 2-3 games.
Yes.
And the ball's bigger, so it actually moves, folks. It
really dances.
Yeah, it dances.
See, you think that the curveball, the slider moves, that softball, it will dance all up and down and around.
And it's a fast game too.
Yes.
So if the reason why you don't like baseball is because it's so slow, softball moves way faster. Like they're going. May 13th, they're actually seeding for the World Series. Last year, Oklahoma won it. And right now, the number one team in the nation is UCLA. And they've got 3 girls on the team. I can't think of their names off their head, but they were actually on the USA American team that won the gold. And
folks, if you talk about a sport that truly has diversity, women's softball at the collegiate level, you'll see great Hispanic girls play. You'll see great black girls. You'll see great white girls. I mean, you talk about a really collection of what our country's made out of. Just super kids. I mean, when you're in Southern California, wow, Hispanic girls, it is a huge deal for them. And the bigger thing for me is that they're getting their education out of it. They're having fun and playing, but they get their education out of it, which our women usually do as opposed to men, because there's no pro to go after that. So they really do that. I had the opportunity, folks, to go to a Women's College World Series in person. You've got to, if you want to see something, you've got to put this on your bucket list, folks. It is something to see.
And I believe it's in Arizona this year.
No.
Where was it?
No, it's always same place.
Oklahoma. Okay.
Which I really like because the men's College World Series is in Omaha. Right. The women used to be there, but they were second rate. Now they have their own field, their own thing. They're in Oklahoma. That's where the World Series is every year. Now the regionals are different spots, and pretty sure that there's someplace close that you can go see.
Check it out, folks. You need to check it out. It's amazing. And just hearing the stories, like if you watch on ESPN, all these girls have amazing stories on how they got there, and it's really cool. So.
And then even at the Division II level, we're coming to end here in the state of Colorado. Adams State and Alamosa, great women's softball team. Well, folks, coming to the end. We'll see you next segment.